we do not go for the edible seeds because it comes to the food security aspect. So our national biodiversity, national biofuel policy emphasizes on utilization of the tree-borne oil seeds and the non-edible oil seeds for the production of biodiesel. So these in India we have more than 350 species, of which in Gujarat we have 100 species of important tree borne oil seeds, which are very much common and which are popular, and we can definitely exploit these tree borne oil species for the production of diesel and other byproducts. And the young entrepreneurs can venture on these aspects by collecting these species tree seeds from the either from the roadside, either from the agroforestry or from the forest vicinity. And these the by collecting these species, the forest fringe villagers, tribes, the agricultural laborers can also be engaged, and they can also earn a better money, and it give it back to the entrepreneur who would like to process for production of biodiesel and cake and glycerin. Naturally we have a n number of more than 350 tree-borne oil seeds, some of which are very much common and popular in India. These are the and list of the those common tree-borne oil seeds, oil species with the varying oil percentage. Most oftenly in India, we exploit uh, these TBOs mainly in case of neem, then neem, Pongamia pinnata, that is current, and Mahua in Gujarat, and Saraka Ashoka, and Mesoferia, and Calophyllum illophyllum. Depending on the species and location, we can go for the entrepreneurship development through collection, processing, and production of biodiesel. The most luckily very interesting aspect of TBO species, tree-borne oil species, is that, sir, most of these species are flower and fruit during the off season of agriculture. So this unique feature we can extrapolate for the collection and processing of these TBOs, so that the agriculture will not also affect, and meantime in that off season they can earn better income by collecting and giving it to the entrepreneur who would like to process these tree-borne oil seeds for the biodiesel or a glycerin or a production of organic cake. The As we discussed, duration lies between around minimum one month to 3 months, and these are the very much popular tree-borne oil species, and we can exploit it for the commercial production of biodiesel and glycerin and cakes. These are some of the glimpses of the tree-borne oil seed species which are very much common in India. The Pongamia pinnata, currant, neem, Azadirachta indica, Cimaroba glauca, and Maduka indica, Maduka longifolia is there. Then Calophyllum inophyllum, then Masuafera, Garcinia, Sterculia guttata, Sterculia urens, then many other species. And these species we can collect it and process it by with the help of small groups, and we can process it. The Even our national policy on biofuels, which was amended in the 2009, emphasizes the target of 20% blending of biofuels by and we are also blending these 20% of biofuels as per the national biofuel policy in each and the design in which we used to put it into our vehicles, because at least from 20% we had reduced the 20% import of the crude diesel or oil from these countries, and this 20% blending will definitely has increased our green cover, and it has given the livelihood to the forest fringe villagers, agricultural laborers, and given opportunity to the entrepreneurs as well. Because in government in this policy, it supports the minimum price for the non-edible oil seeds, as well as minimum purchase price for the biodiesel, bioethanol, as per this biofuel policy. So so by venturing into this TPOs, the entrepreneur definitely will not go into the loss, and definitely they can sustain our livelihood with agriculture and agricultural laborers as well as himself or herself. Many of these seaborne oil seeds are very much suitable for the agriculture. Hence, they can also on other side they can also from agriculture. Besides the income from the agriculture, they can get a better income from the seaborne oil seeds in the off season, as these species are gives the seed set and fruit during the off season, and they can earn an intermittent income apart from the agriculture without sacrificing the food production. And on the other hand, apart from the seed, these TBOs are yield a good amount of timber that can also be add a better income to the agriculture. So integration of tree-borne oil seeds in agriculture can also be a better option. And especially among these most National Research Center on Agroforestry in Jhansi has worked upon this aspect of tree-borne oilseeds, and they come up with more than 10 species which are very much potential for agroforestry without hampering the agricultural food security, and that can be we can adapt and exploit for the overall income generation. The some of the tree species is their seed yield and oil percentage. In which the Garcinia indica, which can be a better option for the Western Ghats area. In our drier area, neem could be a better option. So we can earn about oil of 30 to 40 kg with a seed yield of 20 to 35 kg at the age of 10 to 12 years. And by increasing the increase in the air, the higher the age of the tree species, we get the higher seed yield and as well as higher oil percentage. All these species are available in and around us, and collect, process it in order to get sustain ourselves and as well as sustain our agricultural labors. The glimpses of some of the species of tree-borne oil seeds, that is Maduka latifolia, Azadirachta indica, Pongamia, Jatropha. Jatropha nowadays it is being discussed because of uh, uh, less yield. So apart from the Jatropha, we can exploit all these species for getting of a abundant quality of tree-borne oil seeds and cakes. Calophyllum, Elophyllum, Garcinia indica is there, Sterculia guttata is there, Sclerosia oleosa is there, and this is the some of the important TBO, these tree-borne oil seeds that is cultivated across the agroclimatic zones of India. So we cannot say it is not available in every part. These are available in each and every part. Depending on these species, in these localities, the agripreneurs can venture into these TBOs and can produce a sustainable income and can get a sustainable income. The region also here also mentioned by Sudhakar Babu in the year 2018. We can get this honey in broad India, and it can be planted in a border or a sole crop for better tree-borne oilseed as well as agriculture timber wood. I like that. The Calophyllum can also be integrated. These species can be integrated along the sea coast, like in southern Gujarat. The sea coast is high, so Calophyllum Elophyllum can be integrated in a wasteland and a sea coast to increase our production of tree-borne oil seeds. Like Maduka indica, Maduka longifolia is there. This will be available in central and North India and other parts of the Gujarat. It can be exploited for the production of the tree-borne oil seeds, which we can integrate these species in the border and wastelands. Similarly, in Pongamia, it is also available throughout the India. We can introduce these species as a sole crop, or on the bonds or on the borders. As sir told, we have as a national policy, based on national policy, National Research Center on Agroforestry, Jhansi, and NAOD board has worked upon the numerous tree-borne oil seeds. They come up with some of the better clones for the tree-borne oil seeds like Pongamia, KVVP 17 is there, and IC 52 Ascision is there, KVVP 2 is there, like that. For the various tree-borne oil species, they had come up with the phenotypes or ascisions for these species. Integrating these species in agriculture, either in the burned or roadside or a border as a sole crop, we can get a better income as well as highest percentage of the seed oil. by collecting these, we have to go for the, after collection we have to go for the seed extraction. Some of the these tree-borne oil seeds used to have a pods or a droop like that, so we have to separate it. And for separation we have a seed decorticator. For various species we have a specific decorticator as well, so that by having decorticator we can, without laborious work, we can get an the seed expelled and it can be dried. We have also a manual decorticator as well for the decorticating the seeds after collecting of the seeds. So once we decorticate the seeds, seeds will be collected, will be drying in the sun, and after drying it, we can process it for the production of the crude oil. Then that crude oil can be utilized for production of the biodiesel, cake, and byproduct will get an glycerin. This it can, that the waste can also be utilized for production of the biogas, like pods, like a tree bone. After collecting the seeds, we extracting the seeds, we'll get the pods. These pods and groups can also be utilized for the production of the biogas. The important tree ball oil species is flowering, harvesting season, uses, oil seed, then yield are also been enlisted in the important publications by ICR, where they emphasize the production packages and cultivation packages of the important tree-borne oil seeds. As I said, the maximum species are having the season of agriculture off season, so these species can be utilized. Most of these tree-borne oil seeds are used for the biodiesel production, medicine, as well as organic manure production, as an insecticide, as well as production of biogas. And some of the species of the TBOs are also oils are edible. So by venturing into this business, we can definitely sustain ourselves, as well as we can give a livelihood to the in and around us. So it can be utilized and exploited for the reducing our exchequer on the import of the petroleum and other some of the as I said, the Pongamia and neem very much and it is available throughout India. By collecting and encouraging our agricultural laborers or school children during forest during the off season, they will definitely go, and we can give an some amount for this. I can, because the in biofuel policy they had given a minimum support price for the collected seeds as well as pods. So we can give that minimum price to them. They will collect it and give it to you, and you can process those seeds for production of bio. And even the important TBOs like orange, then the mahua is being utilized for even in soap production and leather industry as well. So that it will definitely enhance our income. Some of the TBOs are also very much utilized for confectionaries, medicine, as well as cosmetics. That is, Pongamia is very much a very good oil for skin and soap industry. Like that, in other aspects, the fruits are also edible. Like wild apricot is there, like Simaruga. Then this we have that is Garcinia indica is there. That fruit is edible. On only seed we can eat the edible part. We can utilize the seed for the other aspects. These are some of the self interpreting charts of the TBOs. The average seed yield, and when the seed set starts, and general uses of the Pongamia, that's biodiesel for production of cake, green manure. Leaves can also be utilized for the green manure. So not only TBOs, oils are used, the seeds are used, its leaves are used for production of green manure. So these TBOs are a multi-purpose tree species, and we can definitely utilize it for the for oil production, and leaves for the manure production, wood for the agricultural implements, and the other uses. So As I discussed, there are numerous equipments are also utilized, are also available for processing of these tree-borne oil seeds, like neem depulper is there, because neem collection of neem seed is a laborious, and processing also laborious, because small pulpy seed is there. Once we do after collection, if you do not depulp it, it will be degrading, and the fungus attack will be there. Once the fungus attack will be there, so there will be reduction in the oil, there will be reduction in the quality of the biodiesel. So these the equipments can utilize for the depulping of the fruits, and the seeds can be further processed. There are numerous equipments are available which at a cheaper rate, and it can be procured. And these are the glimpses of some of the oil expellers. We have oil expellers. Once we decorticate, we can go for it for the oil expellers. The oil expellers, we have manual oil expeller, pedal operated oil expeller, then motor operated oil expeller. The capacity also ranges from 10 kg per hour to 50 kg and 100 kg per hour. So depending on our economy and the loan would like to take, we can go in and we can buy these the motor operated oil explorer. Once we decorticate, collection is the first step. Then after that, we go for decortication or depulping. Then the collected seeds will be dried. After drying the collected seeds, we have to go for oil expellation from the seeds. These oil expellation for you can utilize the numerous capacity based oil expellers, manual or pedal operated and motor operated. After once we get here at this stage, we'll get oil on one hand, and on another hand we'll get an organic cake, like a neem, it is a neem cake, pongamia cake will get there, that we can utilize it in southern Gujarat. We have a numerous horticulture crops are there. We can give those cakes for the application to these crops, so that we can also reduce the inorganic fertilizers into the soil. So after, as I said, the oil exploration will get a crude oil and cake. These crude oil, we can utilize it for the production of the biodiesel. We have biodiesel plant of various capacities, starting from a 25 kg to 50 kg and 1000 kg batch per, per 8 hours. It can process, ranging from 50,000 to 1 lakh or 1 lakh 50,000. We have a biodiesel plants, and these can be exploited for the production of the biodiesel. Sir, these are some of the glimpses of the photographs showing the first photo shows the crude oil of the respective species like Pongamia. This is the crude oil of the Pongamia, and this is the biodiesel of the Pongamia species, that is Orange. Like that Calophyllum, this is the crude oil of the Calophyllum. Once we collect and process into crude oil for biodiesel production, we'll get the Calophyllum biodiesel oil in a light yellow color, like Amora, Mesophera. These are the various species of tree oils. It's crude oil and the biodiesel aspect. These tree-borne oil seeds are also being analyzed for the oil properties by Danny, is the director of the National Research Center on Agroforestry, Jansi, and they come up with and it has these all these TBOs, that is biofuels, are having the at par with the biodiesel. So there is no glitch in the utilization of these tree-borne oil species, biofuels, for blending into our fuel. So we can blend these biodiesels at the rate of 20% to 40%, and there will not be a problem. And by integrating these biofuels in the diesel, we can reduce our input, as well as on the other hand we can reduce our pollution as well. Because the sulfur and carbon dioxide emission from the pure fossil fuel diesel is much higher. When we integrate these fossil fuel diesel with some part of 20 to 40% blending with biodiesel, definitely we can reduce our emission. And definitely, on the other hand, we can increase our livelihood, we can sustain our entrepreneurs, we can also increase the greenery in and around us. See, these are the part of the cultivation of some of the important tree-borne oil seeds we can get from the 17,000 to 1,20,000 on an average per year at the age of 10 to 12 years. Definitely, when there is an increase in the age of the tree borne oil seeds, definitely there will be an increase in the income per hectare, because these TBOs we can integrate in the agriculture without hampering the agriculture production. It could be an additional income apart from the agriculture. We can get it. These produced oil can be marketed in line with the milk union. Like the each and our house in villages, each village will have definitely an livestock. Like they will milk it and give it to the nearby dairy, and from dairy they will be going to the large scale industries for processing. Similarly, we can, in the same line of milk union, we can aware we can create awareness to the local villagers, forest tribes, or agriculture laborers for collection of these tree-borne oil seeds with for the minimum support price. So definitely they will collect it, and in the line of milk union we can process it, and we can earn a better price, better income out of this. And the after the production of these oils, we can definitely approach the state government road transportations, as well as many of these states in India are adopted this state biofuel policy, and in which each district is having a biofuel information and development center, and they are, whatever the design they are producing, they are giving it to the either railways, either to the road state road corporations, or else to the whosoever would like to adopt these biofuels into their agricultural purposes, like running of the pump sets, or even the tractors, agricultural implements they are using. And even last time, by Ministry of Aviation, they had even one flight from um, New Delhi to Dehradun by using the aviation biofuel. So there is not at all a glitch, and we can definitely integrate these biofuels into our day-to-day activities. Apart from tree-borne oil seeds, we are also having some of the aromatic tree oil seeds. It can also be utilized for the becoming an entrepreneurship. Like cinnamon is there. Cinnamon, it is abundantly available in India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Myanmar, which is mostly available in southern India, most oftenly cultivated. And of course, we can also integrate these species in the nearby agricultural line. And from these tree species, the using bark we can also get an oil, and leaves also we can get an oil. This oil can be utilized it for the good blood circulation, as well as a room. It will act as a room freshener. Can be utilized in medicines and Ayurveda, like after taste, digestion, and stress reliever. So by having the aromatic tree-borne oil seeds, also we can get a better income. Like the oil of the cinnamon costs is about 1,800 to 2,250 per kg. So there is a good scope for utilizing these aromatic tree-borne oil seeds for better entrepreneurship development. Like that, we have an jujube, that is Simosidis chinensis. It's also, we call it as a woody small tree, and the part these will ripe seed. We can utilize these, and we can exploit the oil from this. And this oil can be utilized it for the natural moisturizer, makeup remover, healthy hair, then other razor burns. And the cost of the oil per kg costs around 900 to 2,700, depending on the quality and purity. We have also aromatic tree-borne oil like eucalyptus. It can be utilized for numerous purposes, like it's a best improviser of respiratory health. It can combat cold and flu. We can use it as a room cleaner as well as, and it is most commonly available throughout India and many other countries. It can exploit for the production of the aromatic tree oil, and we can obviously will definitely we can earn a better money. And because this aromatic oil industry, especially eucalyptus, is having a well known the linkage, so there is not be any problem of the marketing, and we can get the eucalyptus oil harvested from the leaves, like that clove, the tejpata. We can utilize it for, we can get it from flower as well as leaves. It can also be utilized for the blood circulation as a room freshener, and the secretion of the breast milk. And the this oil rate is cost us more than 1,700 to 3,000 depending on its purity. And this clove, it can also be cultivated in the agricultural lands. And I would like to conclude with the few points that the TBOs and tree-borne oil seeds and tree aromatic oils can be a better option for the entrepreneurs. And definitely by having these TBOs, we can curtail our exchequer in importing the petrobiodiesel from the Arab countries, and we can blend. If you would like to don't go for 100%, we can blend these by produced biodiesel at the rate of 20% to 40%, rather than the pure diesel, so that we can reduce, on other hand we can reduce our um, emissions. On other hand, we can increase the greenery as well as livelihood security in India. Thank you, sir. If there is any query, I'll ask.
Thank you, Nankanu. Now the session is open for discussion. Any questions, anything is there, you can kindly unshare your screen.
Okay, sir.
If you have any queries, please you can unmute and Gaurav, you have anything? Anybody has any question? Yes. Anybody has any question? Anything? Any information that you need? Sandil, you have anything?
Sir, if there is anything, you can also mail us, and we'll
You
definitely
can.
answer.
I can share his contact number also.
Yes, sir. Otherwise, they can also write to you, and I'll explain through and send the results answers to you by email. You can communicate to them.
What about industrial hemp? Hemp. Do you have any idea?
Sir,
The
industrial?
chart was
Yeah, I'll go through, sir. Yes, sir.
industrial hemp. Oh, I am not.
Sir, there are numerous aromatic tree oils are there. We can definitely extrapolate, and there is a well-established market for the market link is there. But, and there is not at all a glitch in production of aromatic oils, because in preparation of agarbatti there is a very much lacking. So many of the agarbatti industries are bluffing us by utilizing the synthetic aromas for production of the agarbattis. So by producing the aromatic tree-borne oils, we can produce better natural herbal agarbattis as well, sir. Michaelia champaka is also a better variety. We can these species are also utilized for the production of aromatic oils, sir.
I am audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody is saying that I am unable to. Okay. Anybody has anything? So tree-borne oils and tree-borne aromatic plants, trees also will have a lot of applications for enterprise development. Agarwood oil extraction. Agarwood, do you have any information, Mantesh?
Sir, I'll definitely write to you
Uday
email,
Kumar.
and you can send it.
Yeah,
Sir,
we'll
it's
send.
also very costliest oil, and definitely we can get an essential oil from the. There are well established protocols are there for the agarwood oil also. Definitely, I'll share to you. You can share to Uday Kumar, sir.
I have
There are
unmuted
plants
all.
are also available in commercially available for these, sir. Even CIMAP is also giving a hands-on training to them for venturing into entrepreneurship on this aspect. And by learning, then definitely one of a few entrepreneurs can also become successful entrepreneurs by going to these trainings in aromatic oil production processes.
Hello,
Yes, sir.
this is Virmal, sir.
Yes, please.
Yes, yes.
You asked told about the cinnamon oil.
Yeah.
What is the projects are they happening in cinnamon camphora?
Cinnamon camphora, sir. So there are 4 varieties of cinnamon as there. Cinnamon
Yeah.
xylonicum, cinnamon camphora, all are there. So we can, depending on the region and availability of the resources, we can utilize it, sir. All these aromatic oils are well established. Linkages and marketing linkages are there. The only thing lacking is it is not at all abundantly available, sir. So
that's
when there is a production, definitely the entrepreneurs like in medicine, Ayurveda, definitely they will buy. There will not be any lapse in the or the loss of the production. So there is a lot of demand is there for these aromatic oils because of the less resources. These are the conventionally they utilize it for they utilize the synthetic aromas for the production of many times bluffing the consumers.
That's why you're asking, sir. That cinnamon or camphora oil are that based trees are not at all available. So if you have any details about the planting or materials, that's
Sir,
details.
sir, it's these cinnamon varieties are much available in the Western Ghats and from the say for example 300 elevation to up to 1000 elevation. These species are available. Like cinnamon camphora is there, cinnamon xylonica is there, cinnamon viria is there. These varieties are much available. By Kerala Agriculture University, they have some varieties. The Kerala Forest Research Institute is having some varieties, and these tree species can utilize for the commercial production by having the sole crop or by integrating in agriculture.
Okay, thanks. Can you inform that any details available? You can share it.
Yes, definitely. I'll share to Nagaraj Reddy, sir. You can get it.
Okay.
I have given the email address of Dr. Santanuru. So
you can write to me.
Me also, so that we can give.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Any more? Anybody? So, what about the neem varieties? Anybody is having any neem varieties, Mante?
Actually, sir, there is a national level trial as well running. Sir, we don't have clones, but we have a land provenances of neem, which are having higher yield of seed as well as oil content. I'll share it to you, sir. There is a lot of provenances are available. Those provenances having better seed yield as well as oil content. So by collecting those seeds and we can definitely increase our oil yield as well as the seed production. So that can rather than inferior variety, inferior source, we can utilize a better source for maximum gains. I'll definitely share it to you. There are provenances available which has been marked for better quality planting material. I'll share it to you.
Can we get some information from Agroforestry Institute?
Yes, sir. Jansi has worked on that aspect. Even ICFR, Indian Council of Forestry Research and Education, also worked on that aspect. I definitely share it to you, sir, so that whatever the resource would like to venture into those aspects, no, sir, you can give an information to him.
Okay. Anybody has any question? Sarunan? Sarunan, you raised your question. Anyone has any this one? So this is also one area where you can see. Subhashri madam, please unmute yourself, madam. Unmute. Yes.
Sir, I have a question. Like, if I want to set up a nursery for neem
Okay.
at our place,
Okay.
what is the procedure to do that, sir?
So, ma'am, you need to have a land, a piece of land, which is having an ideal soil, and then some shade should be available for during the preliminary stage. Then there should be a perennial water source, and few light collection should be there. So, having these preliminary basics like water, good soil, then electric facility, and small rooms for the processing of seeds, then storage. These facilities are enough to prepare a nursery. Even a nursery is also a good aspect for quality planting material. Like in many of the tree species, the local the government institutes are only preparing either these good quality planting material or as the forest departments. We don't have private nurseries who are producing the important or quality planting materials, especially tree seeds, sir. So definitely it could also a good area we can go venture into for production of the quality planting material of any species. Like you can also go for neem, pongamia is there, then calophyllum is there,
Maltesh,
moma is there. Yes, sir.
can you help us getting the good agricultural practices for cultivation of tree-borne oil seeds?
Yes, sir.
As well as
Definitely.
tree-borne,
There is a one
any book
publication.
in
Yes, sir, it's available, sir. I'll share that book to you by email. That you can communicate and circulate to among the trainees, sir.
so that it will clarify all those
Yes,
doubts
sir, definitely,
that
definitely,
our
sir. It's
participants
one
are
of the
having.
wonderful Bible you can say for tree-borne oil seeds. In all aspects, they are included, starting from the seed collection, processing, nursery, then the interculture aspects, then the oil production and all aspects they integrated. We can say it's a good agricultural practices of TBOs. We have a manual, and I definitely I'll share it to you, sir. You can onward forward those to the all the participants and trainees.
So how about cultivation of sandalwood?
Sir,
Sandalwood
it
oil
is
is most costly, no?
most costly.
Most costly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It can also be cultivated nowadays by having and license. We can cultivate, and by giving information, we can also cultivate. But the theft is the main problem that is hampering the cultivation and processing of these species because of its highest quality of oil price as well as wood price because of its poaching. The less farmers and entrepreneurs are going for the except the government
The only thing is if they can protect from poaching,
yes, sir.
they can cultivate
Definitely
the
it
sandalwood.
could be a best option, sir.
Best option.
Yes, sir. Yes,
For
sir.
long-term investment. Instead
Yes,
of
sir. Yes, sir.
investing in gold, you just invest in sandalwood cultivation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Ayush
Ayush
Sharma,
Sharma, please unmute yourself. Unmute.
it's not happening, I
Unmute.
think, sir.
Unmute.
Sir, I think
Ayush,
yeah.
Ayush, yeah.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
are.
Sir, two things, sir. First thing is on, like you mentioned, cinnamon and all of that. So already there is a demand for like cinnamon powder and bark, which is used for eating and flavors.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
when we talk about cinnamon oil, sir, when we set up something which is in addition to what processing it is already happening, does this value addition actually create extra margin? Like, so
Definitely.
there is a price at which you can sell cinnamon powder today, and if you're getting it of a very high quality, then people are willing to pay that price to you. But I haven't heard any time that someone is looking for cinnamon oil or something of that sort. So what is the price margin that increases when we put up a processing unit for strictly for
Yeah,
oil?
there are numerous capacity-based oil, essential oil expeller machines are there. Depending on your finance, you can go like that. In here, in the CAST project, we have World Bank funded project for demonstration to the young entrepreneurs and the students of PG students of agriculture. We have a small plant which is of just 1 lakh rupees. So we can process the see the leaves are many times we discourage and we do not utilize these leaves, which is otherwise it will be shed by nature and it will be it is not at all used. So by having the these tapping these leaves and other aspect, we can definitely increase our income because the cinnamon oil leaf oil is having 2,200 rupees per kg oil.
Okay, sir.
Like bark oil, we as you said, the bark is also utilized. From bark also we exploit an oil. It is of cheaper rate, that is 800 1,800 rupees per kg is there available. So from cinnamon the bark is also utilized for numerous purposes. Other using the leaves you can also get an additional income, like a cinnamon, like clove, like eucalyptus, even in tree burn aromatic oils, we can definitely increase our income on the other hand.
Sir, assume I am in a location where cinnamon is not that readily available.
Okay.
So I'll have to do the entire economics, right, sir? If I'm procuring cinnamon somewhere from South India and getting it to a processing unit in my region and then processing it and then trying to sell it. So I
Okay.
will have to do the entire economics, right?
Yeah.
So will you have such economics available with you, sir? The
Uh,
costing side, the oil that can be extracted, the quantity, like you mentioned about the price of it, but to study the entire economics, I'll have to see the purchase price at which I'm getting 1 kg of cinnamon bark or 1 kg of cinnamon leaves, how much oil it can get me, and then the
See,
capital side of it.
usually leaf oil leaf oil yield will be much less because we can say 1%, sometimes 0.5%, depending per kg we'll get and 0.5% like that. So rather than not utilizing and left behind like that, we can
Yes,
definitely
sir.
utilize because this cinnamon variety of the cinnamon species, all there are 4 species are available. We can
Yes.
cultivate from 300 to 350, even up to 1,000 meter mean sea level. So by integrating these species first into agriculture, insisting our in and around agriculture farmers for growing these species, or otherwise the other option, if they won't go for integrating these species in and around you, then you have to get and resources from where it is available already. You have to contact them. By having that, you can establish an industry, or otherwise you can establish such kind of industry where the maximum resources are available, so that
Correct, sir.
you can get it we can reduce the cost of increment while transportation. So depending on that, you can plan it.
Correct.
There is a huge scope for this as
Sure.
well.
Sir, another question. The area in which I reside or where I'm doing the project on agriculture, there's a lot of mahua collection that happens in white. And
Very
I saw
good.
in one of the slides that mahua was
Yeah.
mentioned.
Yeah.
So, as per my understanding, they usually sell it to a trader who in turn sell it to some local alcohol manufacturing unit and they use it. So
Yeah.
if I plan to set up a unit wherein I can process that and take the oil, extract the oil from mahua. So is there a market which is readily available, or I will have to set up the entire marketing thing in place first and then only I can like
The thing is, you have to start in a small scale first, and because few of the prosperous farmers and horticulturists are very much aware of it. The environmental security is one of the important aspects. So
correct.
like that. So when you, and definitely if you have an abundant resources of mahua, you will get an oil. That oil can utilize it for a direct lamping of light, like a kerosene. We can
Yes.
utilize that oil for lighting of the lamp. And even that oil, if you would like to use, you can also directly utilize it as a pump set, like diesel and petrol. You can also run that comes at using this crude oil. So one aspect. On other aspect, you will get an cake that is organic, that is exclusively organic. So these having a local for local, this is a flagship program of India. So definitely because we have to encourage our local resources. Someone should come up. We have to create an awareness ourselves. We have to create a small market setup. Then based on that, gradually you can expand. Definitely, there are only few are knowing about all these aspects. When you create an awareness, definitely farmers will take up and it can be utilized. Mahua alcohol is also prepared. Mahua butter is also prepared. Mahua leaves also used for many numerous purposes. Like that, seeds can also be utilized for production of cake as well as oil and biodiesel.
Sure, sir. Sure. I'd like to know more.
Vikeshwar, you have anything? Unmute yourself.
So actually, I have a doubt. I want information regarding eucalyptus oil. Has our surrounding the government land, the forest department have a lot of eucalyptus trees.
Okay.
They are not using, just they have planted and left it. So do we have any possibilities of getting an agreement with them and using a leaf to extract the oil? As we have a distillation unit with us, so surrounding the near the whatever the forest land we have surrounding to us, do we have any possibilities to get in touch with them?
See, there is a rights to tribes as well as there is there rights to tribes, because having that rights, the forest fringe villagers or tribe, they can log these tree species for a manure purpose or some other purposes like extraction of oil. We are not even from the forest land. There are for a lot of farmers which are buying eucalyptus. We can encourage them, because by locking a few percent of crown, we can increase the clear bowl of the tree species, as well as which will maintain the tree clear bowl, and and on the other hand, we can produce an oil as well by having. Otherwise, this eucalyptus is having an allelopathic effect on agriculture and soil as well, and it will deteriorate the microflora and fauna of that area. So in order to tackle that, definitely it would be a very, very good option for going into a production of aromatic tree oil from the eucalyptus. You can contact the local farmers, whosoever going the eucalyptus, and definitely they will give you. There is nothing harm in that. You will be giving small
Forest
quantity.
Mantesh, in forest
Yes,
department, they will float a tender, invite expression of interest. You can participate in that expression of interest and get the
definitely
material for your distillation. You can do that one.
Yes, sir.
Each district has each block has a RFO, range forest officers are there, and those officers are responsible for putting the expression of interest for the material that forest produce that they have.
Tender will be there. You should apply tender, and they will definitely give you at a nominal price.
Okay. What about if we cultivate this? If we start a commercial cultivation of this eucalyptus, what about this? The girth of the tree, does it use in any other industries?
Oh yeah, lot of
wood is firewood, lot of is there.
Yeah, pulp. It is specially used for pulp and rayon. Exclusive for pulp. From the pulp, they are manufacturing paper. Even rayon, they are manufacturing. It's having a huge market, especially in paper industries. They they adapt to buyback system. They buy the wood. They leave behind the leaves. These leaves can be utilized. You can utilize it for the production of aromatic oil. It is having a numerous applications in Ayurveda as well as health sector, cosmetics, and all.
The eucalyptus oil is again secondary product. The primary product is wood.
Wood, actually. Yes, sir, definitely, sir.
You are right. Possibilities of getting a MOU with this company, sir? Entering MOU for a
Which company?
Which one?
The company which are using the eucalyptus wood.
Yeah, definitely you can try.
You can try. That is not a problem. That is not a problem.
Okay. So what can you?
Usually the forest people will be cutting, and they will have rights to cut and the rights to dispose the produce.
Yeah,
Forest
not
produce.
in forest. The tree which we have cultivated, sir. If we start a commercial cultivation, can we get a buyback agreement for the?
Yes, you can do that.
Sir, can you discuss a little bit about this agarwood commercial cultivation of this agarwood?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I have a package of practice. I'll share it to you. Okay, it's available. It's a very self-reading and self-explanatory write-up is there. I'll share it to you.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you.
So, anyone has anything? Hello, Roja Lakshmi. Hello. Hello. Is it Saravana? You're not audible.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, Saravanan. Saravanan, go ahead.
Sir, this is Saronan. I'm planning for biofuel, sir, actually. Biofuel in the sense like not from, it's like, it's CNG. Do you have any idea on that? Not from, it's a biofuel, but it is not from any medicinal plant. It is purely different area actually altogether. Just I wanted to ask you, is there any, exactly I need, where should I get the permission for the CNG to put a plant in my area? Because I have a lot of sources to produce CNG.
Permissions, we don't have any information. For CNG plant.
We can go for biodiesel production. And, we don't have
CNG production plant.
No, sir, I don't have information.
We don't have any information. Anyone has? Okay. Saurabh, you have anything?
Yeah, sir. Thank you very much. Actually, unmute from your side. I was trying just a little bit time ago. Anyways, I just want to ask one question regarding to neem. The neem oil, we can say more and more time. So, can you please explain me the what kind of soil it is needed, and the only we are using a fruit or leaves also? A little bit brief about the neem oil.
Okay.
Point of
Yes, sir. Neem oil is most commercially exploited from the seed kernels. Okay, and because this neem is we can say neem a tree for solving global problems. This neem seed and leaf, bark, each and every part is being exploited by numerous industries and cosmetic companies and Ayurveda companies for various purposes. That's why it's all called as a wonder tree, a neem for solving global problems. Like as you said, this oil can be exploited from the seed. So see, this is a fruit is a drupe. We call it botanically we call it as a drupe. Once we collect the drupe, the flesh should be removed. Once we remove the flesh, it has to be dried. Kernel should be dried. From the kernel, we'll get once we expel it, we'll get an oil. So on an average, 5 kg of seed, when you crush a 5 kg of seed, we'll get 1 kg of oil and 4 kg of cake. Because this neem is having numerous applications. This by collection and processing is also very easy, and there is a well-established market for this. And though the byproducts are there, all byproducts will not be will be procured by each and everyone, because it's a organic cake will be there, and we can get a glycerin. And because of its the neem is having a lot of properties, that's why it's being utilized for production of insecticide, pesticides, a lot many pesticides as well. Yeah.
Okay, from the leaf also we can extract oil.
Yes, sir. If we can extract, definitely we can exploit. But when you say leaf, there will be a lot of biomass required, and at the end we'll get a less quantity of oil, because a leaf is a small material and the oil percentage in the leaf is very much negligible. Rather than the oil, if you go for from the seed, it will be much better in case of leaf.
Okay. Namalvar sir.
Sir, a lot of things are gathering, a lot of news about the oils. Sir, can we get a oil from ginger?
Ginger. Oh yes.
Can we get a oil from ginger?
Yes.
Today morning, some persons asked me the ginger oil, so I asked this question.
You can get it. You can get oil from ginger. Yes.
Can you get it?
Yes.
Yes, sir, it's available in the market.
It's available in the market
What's
also.
the process of it?
There are well-established
Process.
protocols.
Oh,
Like from leaves we can isolate, from flowers we can isolate, from bark we can isolate, from root we can isolate,
oh,
like that. There is a numerous protocols and various equipments are available for that, and there is a set of procedures are there. By having that protocol, following that protocol, we can get we can get an oil from various parts of the tree.
Uday Kumar J. Anything?
it's highly valuable in medicine.
Yeah. Uday Kumar, you have raised your hand.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you have anybody? Sarunan, hope the CNG part, I think we are not able to answer you. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I am Uday from Virudhunagar, Tamil Nadu.
Uday. Yeah.
Sir, this we are talking about oil and this cakes from neem or some other seeds. But nobody. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Carry on.
But nobody is talking about the glycerin we are getting as a byproduct.
Yeah,
How
definitely.
how we can get it, sir? Same process or some other process?
No. While converting the crude oil into biodiesel, we'll get a byproduct as a glycerin.
Okay. From neem oil, we have to get
from every crude oil, from every crude oil. When you process this crude oil, in order to getting a biodiesel, we get in that process we get a glycerin as a byproduct. This glycerin can be utilized it for production of soaps.
Okay, sir.
Now, every oil, when you go for converting into biodiesel, you will get glycerin. This is what I understand from.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That glycerin can be used for preparation of various soap and very toiletry items and other things.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So, can I go in Bose? Unmute and talk. Yeah, Green Life Urban. Yes, sir. Anybody has questions?
Hello, I have one question.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, can we collect camphor from other than the camphor tree, like camphor, tulsi, like that plants?
Getting camphor from other than camphor tree.
Like camphor, tulsi plants.
Cinnamon camphor is there. Then
cinnamon camphor.
Tulsi camphor type of tulsi is also there.
There are 4 cinnamon varieties are there. Cinnamon xylonicum is there, camphor is there, cinnamon uri is there. From those species, you can collect the camphor.
And can we get from tulsi?
Yes, sir.
Camphor Kapoor tulsi.
Kapoor tulsi, yes, sir.
Yes.
We are testing for Kapoor tulsi.
Can we get from Kapur Tulsi? No idea.
No idea.
So this is a new idea, rather new idea.
Yeah.
Sir, have any training in India for collection camphor from different plants?
Mantesh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The NRC and II Energy National this one. We have an ICR Institute on Natural Resins and Gums.
Gums and resins, natural resins and
gums. They have an. They will give you hands-on training. See how these gums and resins can be collected from various tree species, and they, in fact, they have a small demonstration in it. They will tell you how to process even and how to get the various byproducts from that. And they are having the expertise in that field. So definitely they are having the courses for the farmers and the various students, and they do take internship trainings as well. So by undergoing that trainings at Natural Resins and Gums Institute located at Jharkhand, Ranchi, you can venture. We can definitely venture that.
Google that name, then you will get it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is an ICR Institute.
Yes, sir.
Yes, madam.
Yeah, I came to know like it's the resin from the woody trees we get the camphor dye, the resin. But in the case of Kapur Tulsi, it's not. It's a small shrub, and I think we get only the volatile oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yes. So we cannot extract camphor from these shrubs, I guess. It's
no idea.
Yes.
As of
it's
now,
not
it's
a
only
resin. No. See, it's not a resin.
Yeah. True. But Kapur like flavor will be there. Flavor of Kapur will be there. That fragrance, if you want to import, you can use it. You can use Tulsi Kapur. Govind. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Govind Bose.
Hello, Sangnur sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Sir, particularly I am telling about the tree-borne oil seeds. Sir, after extracting the oil from the oil seed, the lot of waste material is left. So is there any use of that waste material, sir?
Cake and other things you can use, no? Oil, the cake can be used as a fertilizer, fertilizer, organic manure.
Yeah, sir. Moa cake is there, but other than Moa,
also
cake,
Karunda
is
also.
there, but other than this,
Karunda is there. Karunda also we can use.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
That is also, but that is actually, it is only locally sold. But any people who can brand it and sell, you can make a lot of money out of it.
Okay, thank you.
Brand of something or any blend of something, you can also make it. Okay. If no questions, hello, Uday Kumar J. Yes, unmute. Uday Kumar, you have any questions?
No, sir. No, sir. I already spoke.
Okay. Saronan. Hello. Okay. Saronan.
Yes, sir.
You have any question?
No, sir.
Yes. No, sir. Okay. So this is a very exhaustive discussion that we have made. And I thank Dr. Sankanuru for his kind acceptance of my invitation in a short notice. I thank him. So he will be there, and his number, email address has been shared to you in the link. You can, if you have any queries related to tree-borne oil seeds and tree-borne medicinal plants, you can talk to him, and his presentation will be shared to you. This will be done. And I'll be looking forward to discuss anything on this aspect. So any other thing other than thank you, Dr. Sangunu, very elaborate discussion. Thank you. And it is also very new to me. I haven't come across all these kind of things, although I am using Pongamia cake in my plantations and other things, but I was not aware of the other medicinal plants, other tree-borne medicinal plants. It was a very good informative lecture. So thank you on behalf of the participants as well as Medihead Technology Business Incubator. In fact, we have MOU with his university, Navsari Agriculture University also. So anything is there, we can get it from Navsari also. So if we tell also, they can do it for us. In fact, their university, their banana fibers, banana products and other things, they are large extent they are doing it. Even all banana processing, waste to wealth technologies have been developed from Navsari Agriculture University. So if you want any information on that, also you can also be a resource person to share the information. So with this, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. If no questions are there, we'll close the session. So we are prolonging all the time. So it's more than one hour ahead. Okay. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Yes.
We have tomorrow one lecture is there. Dr. T.N. Venkat Reddy sir is coming. He will be talking on preparation, planning, branding, business idea for startups. So if you want to come start a business, what is the preparation that you want to make? What should be the idea on planning and branding and all those things we will be talking. So apart from that, I have one more lecture scheduled for you is on this value addition in medicinal and aromatic plants by Dr. Satanshu Kumar, Principal Scientist, ICRDM APR. The two lectures will be there. One is on chemistry, another is on social sciences. Okay. So with this, thank you one and all. So now we'll close the session. Okay. My schedule has been already circulated to you. It is there in the email. So I think if you want, I can put you in once again. Okay, I'll send you.